Right, cool to this because the milk's not cooling enough. It's saying it's cold on the display, but when the tanker picks it up, the milk tanker is saying it's warmer than it should be. So, just put our thermometer in there and see what it says. Sometimes I have to stir the milk for a minute or two because the probe's at the bottom of the tank and we are taking the temperature at the top. But that does look .9. Hold burn on. 7.9. And we're 2.7 on there, so something wrong somewhere. Right, I've got another probe wired in, 21.8. And I'm saying 22.2. I'm just holding the two ends of the probe in my hand, so it should be pretty similar. And that just wires into the board there. It's a PTC probe. So the resistance goes up with the temperature. You can get NTC probes where the resistance goes down with the temperature. So if you put one of them on, as you warmed it up, that would say it was getting colder. But they probably won't be the right resistance anyway, so you'd probably think it was 200 degrees or minus 50 or something stupid like that. So, but I think they're near enough, between 2.5 and 22.8. This might have the tank one might have a bit of an offset anyway, because it's got to allow for the probe is on the outside of the milk tank, down the bottom. Here, it's on the end of that cable, so it's on the outside of the milk tank, the vessel, and the milk's the other side. So sometimes there's a bit of a difference to allow for the heat going through the stainless. So we'll get that fitted on there and see how it goes. Got the new probe taped onto the old one, and I've put some spray grease on there because it's quite a tight fit where it goes through the rubber grommet here. It's not all going to plan. Right. Back in 5 minutes, I think. There we go. Just about managed to get enough through there. Well, that's enough into the box. The probe goes underneath here. A bit of spare cable, and then it goes just about, see if you get the mirror lined up right. There's a tube up in there, and it feeds into that. I'll show it when it's in there. Right, that's the tube, cable going up the little tube there. Turn it around. Can't see what we're looking at. There you go. So the probe goes up there. You put some heat transfer paste on it, which is that white stuff. So it's got a good thermal contact with the tube. Tape that onto there, and you've just got to put the rubber bung back in, wire it in the other end and put the cover back on, and see if it works. I've had this running for a little bit now, so I've been on the phone. Let's see what it's reading now. It was reading around 7 point something before, wasn't it? It's getting a bit colder. So that's saying 5.9. That's saying 8 degrees, so I think we'll have a look and see if there's an adjustment on that. I seem to remember before it does read a little bit high. Yeah, so I mean, ideally it'd be a bit nearer. Within half a degree I'd be happy, but I'll have a look and see if there's an adjustment on it, I think. Alright, well there's no adjustment on that board that I can see. It's very difficult getting technical knowledge out for these tanks because the main agent doesn't like giving out any information. He'd rather, well, I think he'd rather have all the work for himself, really. So when I have dealt with them, I don't know if it's been deliberate misinformation, but the stuff you get told isn't always accurate. Anyway, so I've had another look at this, and that little tube, which I assumed had a stop on the end of it, is it's open at the other end. So when I push the probe through and it come to a stop, it actually come out the other side and hit the foam. So we're going to put some more heat transfer paste on it and not push it in so far, and hopefully it will be a bit more accurate. It's come down to 2.9 now. I've put it on to stir for a couple of extra minutes. It does take a while sometimes for these probes to react to the temperature. You know, if you want to put a new probe on there, you need to give it a good 5 minutes, maybe a bit longer, before you sort of say for sure it's reading what it actually is. Because, like I said, it's got to take the heat through the thickness of the stainless, and also if you've had the cover open, it's got to cool everything down in there where you've had warm air getting in there and all sorts. So it's better than being 3 degrees out like it was when I pushed the probe through too far. It's the old one.